Hi, my name is Jenna and I have an uncontrollable TBR pile. When I say an uncontrollable TBR pile, I mean I actually have like 4 different ones on the go because I have different TBR piles for different things. So I have an OWNED Books TBR, which is all the books that I currently own that I have not read yet. I have a TBR, which is just all the books in the world that I want to read, which is actually not an accurate one. I then have a OWNED Books that I have read but want to reread TBR, so like my OWNED Books reread TBR, and my TBR list of books I want to reread that I don't currently own. Wow, I have a TBR list problem. So in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys all about the OWNED books that I want to read by the end of 2018. These are books that I own and have not read. So if you like this video and you want to see more of them, please let me know and I will possibly consider doing one that like books I want to reread this year, that sort of thing. So there are, I don't even know how many books. There's some books down there and I'm going to talk about them now. These books are in no particular order and I'm not really going to go heaps into what each book is about. I'm more going to be telling you why I want to read it by the end of the year. So starting us off, we have Yellow by Megan Jacobson. This book is about a girl who talks to a ghost. I'm pretty sure that's what I know about. The reason why I want to read this one is because so many of my bookish friends have read it and they absolutely love it. They say that it is incredible and that I have to read it and that it's a crime that I haven't read it yet. So the plan is to read this one finally before the end of the year. I would really like to. So I've sort of set myself that goal that I'm planning on reading it in December and it's gonna happen and we'll see what we'll see. It might not, but you know, I really want it to. Next up we have Valentine by Jodie McAllister. I met Jodie at Melbourne Nova all the way back in April this year where she signed the book for me, which is really lovely. If I can find it, there it is. And the sequel of this book is coming out in January next year and I still haven't read it yet. Ugh, so frustrating. This book is about 4 kids that are born on the same Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure they are being hunted and killed off. So these 2 that can't stand each other, they team up together and try to figure out why. It's set in Australia, which is so exciting and I still can't believe I haven't read it, especially because it involves fairies. Like, I love fairy books. I was literally in a fairy kick earlier this year and I still didn't pick this one up, so I'm really mad at myself for it. So I am determined to read it before the end of this year so I can be ready to go when Ironheart comes out in January of next year. Another book that I'm mad at myself for not having read yet is Who's Afraid 2 by Maria Lewis. This is the sequel to Who's Afraid and the second book in the Tommy Grayson series. It's about a woman who finds out that she is a werewolf and then kind of has to go on this journey to find out, why am I a werewolf? What sort of werewolfy things can I do? Can I fall in love with people who aren't werewolves? That sort of thing. Again, I met up with Maria in Melbourne Nova and she signed the book and I still haven't picked it up yet. She's got another book coming out at the end of October, which I'm really excited to read. And of course, this book is getting a 3quel and a 4th and a 5th, I'm pretty sure, coming in consecutive years. And I just want to read it now and I don't know why I haven't, and I'm really mad at myself. Pretty much this is just going to be a video of me saying that I'm mad at myself, but I am determined to read this book by the end of the year. I next have a list of 3 books that all go together, so I'm just going to show you guys about them together. Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth, and Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, all by Rick Riordan. So these 3 books are the 3rd, 4th, and 5th books in the Percy Jackson series, 2 of which I have already read, which is so exciting. I have made I kind of made a thing with my friend that we were going to read the 5 Percy Jackson books in September of this year. Clearly I did not get around to it. I did read the first 2 books, which was really exciting, but I just didn't get around to reading these 3 because I just ran out of time basically. I am currently like a 1/3 of the way through Titan's Curse and I am really enjoying it. I did really enjoy the first 2 books in the series as well, so I'd really like to complete this series and then maybe read Heroes of Olympus next year. I don't really know yet. Rick Riordan just has like a gajillion books and I'm finding it really difficult to catch up. Stop writing books! But like also don't, because your books are really good and I'm really actually enjoying them. Next up we have another #LoveOzYA book, and that is A Semi-Definitive List of Worst Nightmares by Krysta Sutherland. This book is about a girl whose grandfather met death, and ever since then there's been a curse on her family that they have this one terrible fear. So this girl Esther, she makes a list of everything that she's afraid of and she sort of tries to cross them off one by one. Pretty sure that's kind of how the book goes and I'm really looking forward to reading it. I read Our Chemical Hearts last year by Crystal and I really enjoyed it. I actually met Crystal this year. I don't have this book signed because the book wasn't out when I met her, but I am really excited to read this one. I don't know if I'm gonna get to read it by the end of this year, but I would really like to, and I can't wait to see how it goes. Also, there's a cat on it, which just like automatically makes it the best book ever. Next up I have a book that I picked up from Big W because I saw it and went, I did not know you existed, but I know that I need you. And that is Leia, Princess of Alderaan by Claudia Great. This is obviously a Star Wars novel, and it says here, Journey to Star Wars The Last Jedi. And as soon as I saw that, I went, I'm sorry, what is this? And then when I was reading the back, it was like, where did it say it? Said it somewhere. Oh yeah, ready? Star Wars. This thrilling adventure is set before Star Wars A New Hope and contains clues about the upcoming film Star Wars The Last Jedi. I saw that and instantly was like, and I need this book. I need to find out all the clues about Last Jedi. It's kind of a bigger book though. I think it's 400 and something pages apparently. But I'm so excited. I've always loved Princess Leia and I really want to know more about her. So I am really looking forward to reading this one. Obviously I want to try and read it before Last Jedi comes out because clues to the upcoming movie. And the last two books that I want to talk to you about are both uni books. I'm not going to go too much into them. The first one is the New York trilogy by Paul Astor. This is for my crime fiction and film class and I'm kind of excited to read it but also kind of not. A little part of me is thinking that I'm actually not going to bother reading this one just because I'm not planning on doing my final assignment on it. I'm planning on doing it on Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. So this one's going to be like a time factor thing. If I can fit it in, great. If not, I might not worry about it. But I definitely have to read The Arrival by Sean Tan. This one is for my 21st century literature class and I actually do have to do an assignment on this one. But it's weird because it's literally just graphic novels. So how the hell am I meant to do an assignment on it? Uni assignments, you have to do all this in-text referencing of, you have to bring quotes. So on page, there are no page numbers. There's a massive picture of two giant ass people carrying giant ass birds shaking hands. That's how I'm gonna write my essay. So you go, those are all of the owned books that I have that I would really like to get read by the end of 2018. Obviously, there are other books that I'm gonna have to read, like I'm gonna have to read the YA Circle books that come out, and of course there might be some new releases that come out between now and then that just kind of grab my eye. So I'm not sure if I'll get to all of these books, but these are the ones that I own that I would really like to bump off my TBR because my own books TBR pile has 91 books in it on Goodreads. But the worst part about that though is I'm not actually sure that's entirely accurate. I might have missed some books. So I just really don't want that list to get above 100. I don't want to have more than 100 owned books that I haven't read yet. It's bad enough that I have over 100 just on my like reread TBR. Hashtag book club of problems. So let me know in the comment section below what books you own that you would like to read by the end of 2018. No. So let me know in the comment section below what books you own that you want to read by the end of 2017. I would absolutely love to know. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.